Hi guys, I'm Kelly Hodges with the Billet Collins studio. I'm here with my mom today, Barbara Billet, who is doing the filming for us. I wanted to invite you into my work from home space. Today, or this week, we're talking about murals, and specifically today we're talking about a fantastic wall mural, or I shouldn't say wall mural, a mural that we did for the fifth wall, the ceiling. So I think what's really interesting about this project is we did it with Wendy Danziger, and the house is in Chadsford, Pennsylvania. And the house was somewhere, it's an old stone house, and moved stone by stone, log by log, to the house, to the location in Chadsford. It's glorious, big beams, big stone, fireplaces you can stand up in. It's fantastically amazing. So the homeowners that bought it are these great, youthful, young, I say they're 25 years old, I don't know how old they are, very young people.
Very creative.
So awesome. And they have a horse farm, and they are young and exciting and do these fantastic things. So their house needed to reflect that. Wendy was able to pull all of those kind of disparate ideas together and put them into this fabulous design. So one of the rooms was what you might call, or I might call, a living room, but Wendy calls it the whiskey room. So it's already got this great funky vibe. You can already imagine what this looks like. And what she did was took the walls and paneled them all with furniture grade paneling. It was glorious, in this deep cherry color. I keep looking at the wrong corner of the camera. In this deep cherry, and then there was leather and velvet and greens and reds, really luxurious deep colors that pulled you in, and you really wanted to just hang out in that room. But then you're left with the ceiling. What do you do up there, right? So you do not want to have this gigantic white expanse, which kind of weakens the rest of it and makes the room less complete. So Wendy got really smart and said, hey, let's put a mural up there. How about a chart or a map? And so what we did is dug into a little research, my college days, and found out who the map makers were that were from that time period of the house, and found some historic maps. And we worked with a couple options, because there's more than one map maker from that time, and came up with some ideas for the mural. So this is a scaled rendering for the homeowner to look at and the designer to kind of get started on. Now, the map that we looked at was a little bit different than this. We used the colors from Wendy's fabrics and the architecture of the house, and also pulled in some elements that really personalized the map. The name of the farm was, I'm sorry, I can't remember it. It's like 90 degrees or 90, there was a 90 in there, the 90 farm. So we put that into the nautical star, and then down here, because it was a horse farm, we turned the sea monsters into horse-headed sea monsters. So it was very personal. When you walked into the room, the homeowner recognized, saw herself in this room, and it really made it her own.
This had more colors in it than we ended up doing.
It did. So sometimes we don't get it right the first time around, and so the original drawing was rather colorful, which was lovely on its own, but because it was in with the rest of the room, you have to think about how your artwork works with the rest of the architecture. It shouldn't be the only thing that jumps out at you. It needs to marry and blend with everything. So the designer asked that we kind of tone down the colors. So what we did was we turned this into a digital rendering. We were able to make changes and show it to the interior designer and the homeowner who lived out of town. And frankly, she traveled a lot too. So getting this done fast track was nice because we were able to do it digitally. So you can see from the sample, this is a full-scale sample. So this is like a little wedge of what you would see over here in Arabia and Mongol Empire, that portion of the map. So you can see the font that we're doing, the finish that it's going to look like, the colors, which were pretty awesome with the rest of the furniture. You can see this great leathery red color and the blue of the furniture. I'm going to say it's down here with Woodlawn blue. This is my Benjamin Moore fan deck. Although it was probably glazed up here with Van Cortlandt blue and then antiqued a little bit. But look at that, isn't that glorious? The walls were done in this kind of warm cherry color. This is a sample board that we did for another project, so I just pulled it out to kind of give you a feeling of what you would have seen in the room.
And pull it out and move your little sample. The burl panels and then the
Is it too shiny?
glaze. No, not at all.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was really pretty. Did I say it all?
I think you did.
Excellent. So this week we're talking about murals. Next week I think we're going to get into some painted furniture. We will hop on live every day at 1 o'clock, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below. Questions and inspiration, feel free to go over to our website, billetcollins.com. And if you have questions, info@billetcollins.com. Say hello, and we'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock.